What is going on, guys and girls? Welcome back to CK2 Game of Thrones. During the Andal Invasion, we are playing still as the High Priestess, the God Queen Tansel Sunderland, known as the Eagle. And yeah, I'm gonna say it right off the bat, without beating around the bush, this will be the final episode of this series. Has multiple reasons, but the most striking reason is the fact that the game simply runs so slowly, and it has run so slowly for various episodes. It's really not fun. I've tried to make it bearable for you by cutting out a lot of that, in-between time, but it's frustrating me, and it's still, it's just not as cool, and so I definitely have to end it here. But the second part is that I've pretty much, I pretty much did what I wanted to achieve. I mean, I started this out, I started off in this series because I kind of wanted to just try out the mod, and we've been going on for several episodes. I mean, over 50, that's very, very long. And so, yeah, that's fine. We have actually, how long have we played? We've played for 124 years. We're going to, obviously, in today's episode, we're going to go over everything. But yeah, so it's definitely long. We have achieved a lot. We have become kings, several kings. We have not actually become emperors, but that's, more like a technicality, right? Yes, I could go ahead and declare war on Crackler Point. I've been looking at various kingdoms we could maybe take, like Lorath over here. Only has like a couple provinces. The Claw, obviously, or Andalos is actually possible as well. But it would take a long time, specifically since the game runs so slowly. And yeah, I don't really want to do it at this point. Now, there's a couple of things I still want to do, however, because I don't want to leave off with being over the domain limit. So we're not going to do that. We're going to actually give out some titles. Now, I have married Arena Vunatis. She holds a Valyrian Steel Sword Poison. I've married her off to Gardas Mar, one of my courtiers, who is, I think, maybe led troops sometimes. Either way, he's converted to our religion at some point, so that's good. And now, she's important because she's a friend of our sister, Master of Laws, and our good friend. And so, I want her to have some lands. And since I can't give lands to women, I'll have to give it to her husband. So, that's what we'll do. You will have the Wolf's Den. I have decreed. There you go. Enjoy. And that will hopefully also lead to the holy site here becoming fully under our control. But, we're doing pretty well so far. Yeah, other than that, I have decided that we're going to give some decent land to Garn Ports here. Now, we have gone to war for him. So, that's a big deal already. We've gotten him out. But yeah, he's been leading our troops for a long time. And, even made himself a name there. So I feel like he deserves a lot as well. I want to give him Dragonstone first. But I actually want to give him the High Lordship of Dragonstone. That includes Driftmark, Dragonstone, and the Claw Isle. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to hold on to all of that. Probably not. We have lost our Castellan. That's not good. Do we have someone else? We have people that... Yeah, you know what? Might as well make the Pirate Lord a Hand of the King. Why not? Improve our holding, please. There we go. Let's do it. He's old, but he likes us. And he's just risen in rank drastically. So yeah, he has 2 colonies, though. We should keep in mind that Dragonstone as well as the Claw Isle are both colonies. So, yeah, we're also going to oversee construction here. We didn't get to finish the upgrading the holding. Yeah, I usually would do that. If this was the first time I was to upgrade a holding, I would definitely go ahead and finish. But I have done that in a previous campaign at some point, and it's really nothing particularly special. So, it's all good. But yeah, there we are. No longer over the domain limit. We still have half-sister with Humphrey's Hold and, more importantly, perhaps for us, Tansel's Garden over here. No, that's the Lord of the Skies. There's the Temple of Tansel's Garden. We've got the Purple Harbor, Borrelton, and we can obviously build more. But, yeah, these wars have been very costly, actually. If we can't raid, we're not making that much money. And so, yeah, we're not in the best position. Is this your capital now? Really? You should make Driftmark your capital. Well, probably Dragonstone, since we have a castle here. But Driftmark is a full province. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's not my problem anymore. We've dealt with this. Now, these pirates I would like to deal with at some point, but right now it's just going to take so long for us to get everything back. It's fine. We can leave it here. But before we do that, before we just end the episode, I do want to go over and check the world, and we're just going to start... I think we're just going to start here, where we have the other lands. Wait, are these the White Walkers? Chiefdom of the Other Lands. What the hell is that? The Other Lands. Interesting. But this is not where the others live. These are wildlings. Interesting. Now, this woman might become the first queen beyond the wall. Who knows? That could happen. I don't know. But she's clearly leading her clan, and she is, at least she looks to be the most powerful. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, they've never really done anything up here. They have declared a couple wars against the Night's Watch, but they've always been repelled. Skane is still a ruin. Okay, do we... Yeah, we have Scrúdú over here, but we also have direct rule. We do have someone still following the old gods, or the old gods, so that's cool. But yeah, alright. So the Night's Watch, we haven't really interacted with them at all. That doesn't really matter. The Starks have been removed, but the old gods still hold sway over the north, with the exception of the Wolf's Den, obviously, which we have taken several times. But yeah, now it's in the hands of Lord Gyrodus and his pirate wife. There you go. Yeah, then obviously our domain, the Sisters, comes. We have flourishing Sunderland Hall here, which is currently being upgraded. We've got a huge pirate fortress, an average slave camp, a household guard, all kinds of other things that we've upgraded here as well. The Temple of the Lady of the Waves. Then we've got our Master of Arms, House Longthorpe, here ruling in Starsea Beacon. We've got House Boral still in control over here. They have Sweet Sister, but they have another Conquest, Grabs Shore. They have over here too. And then we have House Torrent back in control of Little Sister, but they do not follow the new Lady of the Waves religion, although their province has converted, but they have not yet, even though I have constantly been trying to convert them. But I think eventually they will convert. Then, of course, House Sunderland and House Boral controls Goldtown over here. They have lost a vassal, but so far, they at least still follow the right religion. That's good. And then, as I said, House Boral has also conquered the Grabs Shore here. Other than that, the Vale is fully almost fully favored the 7. Over here, we still have a vassal of the Lannisters. That's interesting. Then the Riverlands is still held... Well, it was, yeah. It's still held by the old gods, but a lot of the population has already converted to favor the 7. And same kind of goes for the Westerlands, although at least here, House Lannister is still in control, which is something that, yeah, not many old houses have managed to do. In the Iron Islands, the old gods, the drowned gods, still are obviously in control, but we don't have House Greyjoy in control. We have House Goodbrother, but I think that's because they still have their, like, elective succession. House Harlaw is very strong. We've got, yeah, these are generic people. I don't know, Greyjoys are around, okay, but they're minor lords. House Stonetree, I can see, Goodbrother here, Ironhold, okay, there's a couple families you see. There's really not that many. Saltcliffe is around, but that's about it. House Botley is there. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, and House Greyjoy has a couple lands here. House Stonetree, that is. Okay. So yeah, there's really not that many families. Interestingly. And Castamere is raising up in rebellion. Adam the Just. He has declared his war for the Rock. Oh, he's actually winning. He's at 100%. So the Rains have actually taken over the Westerlands. And so the Westerlands actually favor the 7 as well, ruled by the Red Lions instead of the Golden Lions. Very interesting as well. Yeah, obviously then we come into the domain of Valyria, which has conquered a lot here. The Reach has been subdued. King Alad the Terrible of House Oakheart, still following the old gods, but if we look at the realm, actually, yeah, his population has not yet converted. Obviously, no, Old Town is still following the old gods. We have a couple people that have converted, however, and especially here in the Marcher region. Then we have, yeah, unfortunately, Hayford, which long was actually our reformed religion. Lord Gerald has decided to convert, but he does still hold on to the system and culture. Now, we should definitely break down the rebels, the vassals here, but let's quickly talk about this. Obviously, Valyria controls these lands too. The Baratheons, well, the Randons have been, I don't know if they've been completely destroyed, but yeah, the Targaryens are actually now in control here as the, governors of the Stormlands, I guess you could call it. The current man is not a Dragon Rider, however, so that's something to keep in mind, but they do have Dragon Riders in their family. Yeah, so they hold these lands. We have a couple successful Andal invasions that have taken place, especially in the Hook and so on and so forth. But yeah, House Durrandon has been defeated, and well, we have our custom house here, the custom house of Blackwater. Unfortunately, they have not converted to the Reformed religion. They've stayed the old way and then eventually converted away from that to Marvin the Benign. Duncan was still following the system in way, but yeah, that has now changed, and with it, several vassals have converted as well. So actually, let's quickly check this out. This is their entire domain. Wait, how did I do this? Subrealms is control left. That's not control. There you go. So there we see the domain of House Blackwater, Blackwater Bay. They control, obviously, Blackwater Bay itself. They have lost Farron Cross and Dalston Keep. I think that's what they had held before. That's part of the de jure realm as well. But they do hold on to the Bramsford, which is held by a Faith the Seven worshipping Boral, interestingly. Then Rayne has been recently conquered. Then Hayford is ruled by, the family I've mentioned before. And then these are just generic vassals. Let me show this again. Yeah, you hold Shivering Brook as well, and then Greenswood too. So you've got a couple vassals there. Do you have any treasury? Yes, Lord Duncan. Yeah, the Pale was unfortunately destroyed, but you do have a new flagship, and you actually Firstman culture, but you are still Sisterman. Okay, so the influence is still there. The population still follows the old system and way, so that's something. Yeah, then obviously we've got this. We've got Dawn. Dawn has formed, and the king is over there, the High King of Dawn. I'm not sure what he's really going to be able to do, but it has formed. It is old gods still, but we have some other custom houses here. Queen Amalia the Unworthy of House Goldraven ruling the Red March. They have had more lands at some point. They've conquered it as an Andal conqueror, and then they've been defeated and reduced to just Vulture's Roost, but they have held on to these lands. Also quite impressive, House Fowler holding on. Old gods, they have never been conquered. And then over here, the domains of House Dane have actually been taken over, interestingly, through marriage. Captain Wendell the Arrogant of the Hedge Knights, he was married to Queen of House Dane, and she was killed in combat. And then, Olva of Silver Hill took over, but these lands were first converted by a different family, House Corrit, still around, and they actually have expanded their territory. Castle of High Hermitage, they have the Elbow, and they hold Castle of Blackadder. So they are relatively powerful, although their families, his mother was killed by King Olva, and so was his father, so maybe not on the best terms there. They're Dornish and Faith the Seven, and they have 6 living members. But Julian Corrit here, Egon Corrit, and then Helena and Kellis, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so that's good for them. House Goldraven, you've got how many members? 9 members. And obviously you're kings, a long line of kings. Very cool. Let's quickly check your family. You have 6 living members. Alessander, Hibald, Jania. Okay. But you have Jamie and Raymond. So you have a lot of guys. That's always good. Okay, yeah, House Wim. Unfortunately, they're still alive. Willem Wim is alive over here. Spymaster of the Parchments. But yeah, they've lost their Weirwood Bow. They have also lost their lands. But they have previously, like they had Helna's Rest, and then they had Birch Hall as well. So they did expand briefly, but then it collapsed. But they're still following the old gods. That's good for them. They have 9 living family members. And then the House Levy Galashiels, the Kings of Rosby, they have only one living member. That is Alice. She has converted to the Faith of the Seven. She's a riverman now and married to Lord Adam Blackwood. So at least that's a rather prestigious marriage right there. Let's quickly check the cultures as well. So yeah, we have First Men, dominant, but we have Valemen, we have Rivermen, we have Stormlanders, Dornish, Reachmen, Westermen. Yeah, and of course we've got the Sistermen, and we've got some regular old Andals over here as well, and Clawmen as well, so that's kind of cool. Awesome. Obviously, we control the Sisters, Dragonstone, we have the Step Sisters, and we have our colony Half-Sister, which was a prized colony. I think the first one we had, right? Yeah. And there's actually one cool thing I would love to do. I can't actually do it because we don't have a male heir. But look at this. We could designate this as the seat of the heir apparent to the Kingdom of the Sisters. That's really cool. I would have loved to do that, but we never got the chance. And I mean, I only found out about it like relatively recently. And yeah, as I said, we unfortunately never had a male heir, so I couldn't do this. But I would have probably done that. So this is like our capital, and this would be then the seat of the heir, and then the rest is held by others. Although maybe Bloodstone could have been seat of the heir as well. I'm not sure. It's currently held by our husband, our loving husband, and he actually managed to convert it to the Lady of the Waves religion. So that's very cool. It's very cool. Did he convert the culture as well? No, it's Lysini, Teroshi. Yeah, it's all kinds of things, unfortunately. Okay, well, upon a completion of the colonies, maybe that would change over here too. Okay, yeah, and of course, Valyria is the dominant fourth, even having conquered Karth. And, did they conquer Bayasabad? No, that's still independent. Now, that's the Sand Road. Where's Bayasabad? Oh, it has been conquered by Bayut. Alright, yeah, but yeah, they conquered everything, even Gogossos and so on and so forth. They are the true conquerors here, not the Andals. They were not that impressive, to be quite honest. Yeah, anyways, that was that. I hope I didn't forget anyone. Let's quickly check. No, I don't think I forgot anyone. Yeah, and so on that note, I guess I just want to say a big thanks to all of you who've watched, till the end, because it's been a very long series, obviously. I've enjoyed it a lot, and I already know what I will do next. It's not going to be the Game of Thrones mod because that would require me to play in an older version. I think that might also be part of the reason why it's been going so slowly now, because it's just old version. It needs to get updated and so on and so forth. But yeah, I want to do the Monarch's journey on CK2 that will, unlock some features for CK3. I have no idea what it actually does, but I will be checking that out. But yeah, before I say that, I wanted to say thank you to all of you who've been watching, because, yeah, that obviously is a lot more fun when you guys comment. Specifically, now, I actually wanted to prepare this. I wanted to mention two people specifically who have been, I think it was the Awesome Finn bro, and I think Jeffrey Henderson. You two have been commenting so much, and very, very cool stories, what if scenarios, and just in general been very, very interactive in the series. Obviously, I want to give a special thanks to my Patreon supporter Overjee, who had created his family Blackwater in this campaign, which did very well. I like that they survived, and all the others of you who have created their own custom families that I included into the save later on. All of you I want to thank, because, as I said, it makes it a lot more fun for me to play then as well when you guys are involved like this. But yeah, as I said, I'm gonna go ahead and do the Monarch's journey next. I hope that is worthy of a series. As I said, I don't really know what to expect there. But yeah, that's what's going to happen next. EU4 will continue a little bit as well. And then I'll see if I will come back to this mod. Probably not with the Andal Invasion submod. Probably just a regular Game of Thrones again. But who knows? Anyways, that was it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.